Hello everyone. How is everyone today? It's Thursday already? Wow. That's crazy. Can't believe it's Thursday already. I wanted to jump on here and do a quick little tutorial. And while I do this, while I wait for people to get on here, I want to set up my little tablet over here. Okay. So this is another project using a wire heart from the Dollar Tree. And we used one day before yesterday when I did one that I just used ribbon around. I didn't get on yesterday. I was so sick yesterday. Not the COVID, thank goodness. It was just a little bug. I think I got it from drinking water that was supposed to be boiled, and I didn't know it. So I landed myself in bed all day yesterday. So, like I said, this is just a Dollar Tree wire heart form, and they have them out in the Valentine's Day section right now. We're going to be using that. We're going to be using a roll of burlap, which came from Walmart, and I think it's $5.99 for this at Walmart, so it's really affordable. You get a big roll, and I'm going to be using some pipe cleaners for the ribbon, and I've got just some random ribbon. This came from the Dollar Tree also. So did this come from the Dollar Tree. I've got some roses here. Not for sure how I'm going to decorate it yet, but I've got these from the Dollar Tree, and I have this heart from the Dollar Tree that I took this metal piece off of that says love, so I might be using that. So just to get started, I'm going to rearrange the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? Alright, here we go. I'm just going to also have my glue gun going, just in case I decide to put the roses on or something. So let's just undo this and get going. Just whenever you undo the burlap, it's not got a straight edge, so just cut your straight edge like that and just throw it away. We're going to be starting right here. This is kind of like a ruffle method. I'm also going to use a little bit of wire to hold the first part of it in place. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take your burlap and set it underneath your wire frame, just like this right here. Okay. And pull it up. We're going to be working with this bar right here in the middle. Okay. So get it just in the middle as much as you can. Reach down and pull it up with your finger. And pull this up with your finger and have it just like this right here. And to get started, we want to secure it to this bar right here. So what you want to do is just run it through. Don't run it too close to the edge because it'll ravel, but run it through your burlap just like this right here. Can y'all see okay? I'm not getting... Okay. Kylie, can you see okay? Alright. Just run it through here and attach it to that bar. Pull it through. Well, we're going to attach it to this bar. I'm going to pull it through to the back and just twist it. Alright. You can cut it off, or you can just wait till later. All right, you're just going to pull it up like this right here. Okay, and then just grab it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to just keep this going. Just grab it about 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches, and pull it towards you, just like this. And then just keep pulling it towards you, just like this, and gathering it up and holding it in your other hand. This will go really fast once you learn how to do this, and you get it down pat. This will go really fast. It's not a big wire frame. It's kind of small, so you can just kind of judge by pulling it up and over about every 2.5 inches or so. Pull it over, and when you start getting closer to this other wire bar right here, you'll slow down a little bit and kind of stop and look and see what you've done. Hold it right here and see how that looks. If you can see the bar in here, you probably want to put some more in it. But burlap, when you're doing this, it's real forgiving, so you can twist the burlap and pull it. That's probably about all I'm going to get in through this bar right here. Okay, so you just kind of look at it and you can kind of see how you want it. So now you can just go on to the next bar. You don't have to secure it or anything. You just keep pulling it up. Pull it up and over, gathering it up in your hand as you go. Just keep going. Keep pulling it up. You're probably not going to use more than one of these. If you were doing it on a big round wreath form, you would probably use 1.5 of these. But on this little one, I think we're going to get by with not using more than one. Okay. Keep going. Just keep pushing that off to the side so you can keep pulling it up. Keep pulling it up. Kind of, it's just like a little ruffle that you're pulling up. Keep it. Push it back. Pull it up, gather it, push it back. Okay, and we're going to get a little bit fuller here. We're getting close to this bar again. So just keep pulling it up. It's getting a little harder because it's round, but just keep doing this. Okay, we're getting right here. I'm going to stop. Look, it's pretty full. Looks just about like that one. Okay. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go on past the next bar. Pull it up. Push it. Okay. Alright, we're just going to go on to the next bar. Here's the bar right here, so we're not going to do anything but pull it on up. Push it over. Up, over. Up, over. Up. It's just over and over and over again, and there's no bar right here where the point is on the heart, so we'll deal with that when we get through. So in the meantime, we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Up and over. Up and over. Okay, I'm not getting any comments like I thought I would. Up and over. Okay, just keep going till this starts getting full. Just like the rest of it. Just keep it, hold it in your hand. So key to it is to keep it held in your hand as you're pulling it up and pushing it over. It gets a little hard right here, but just keep after it. Okay. Up and over. Okay. I feel like it's pretty full, so I'm going to stop. Hold it right here and look at it. Okay, that's pretty full for me. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next bar. Like I said, it gets a little tricky here when you get to the next bar, but you just keep doing it, because whenever you get through, it doesn't have to be perfect. you can move this burlap around and make it kind of do what you want it to do, as long as you keep getting enough in between the bars. Keep holding it in your hand, pulling it over, up and over. Okay, you can see how fast we're going. You know, this is probably going to be done, what, in about 6 or 7 minutes maybe. Up and over. Okay, that feels pretty full. Okay, a little bit more. Just look at it, and if you're not happy with it, just keep pulling it up, scooting it over. Try to match it to the other side, the fullness that you did to the other side. Right through here, you want it to kind of look the same through there. So I'm just going to keep making it a little fuller. Don't worry if it doesn't look even, you can straighten it out when you get through. Up and over. I know I'm saying it over and over again, but I just want you to get the idea that this is the only thing you have to do. Anybody can do this. It's so easy. Okay. Alright, I'm beginning to get a little full there, so I'm going to stop with this one right here and go to the next bar. Okay, just keep making sure you get it pulled between, same thing, just like we started over here. Just keep it up, push it over. Okay, it's really easy when you get to the straight part of it. Okay, just keep it going. We're almost there. Okay. All right, here we go. We're getting closer to the bar. It's pretty full. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull it through to make this corner. It gets harder. Just keep it going. I should have cut that wire. That wire is coming back to haunt me. I'm just going to push that wire down. Sometimes the burlap ravels. You just pull it out and just cut out the pieces that ravels. Burlap is so easy to work with. Okay. Pull it too much and get it lopsided. Okay. Alright. I think I'm good right there. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Okay. Alright, I'm liking that. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to cut this off. We still had some left. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get the rest of this in there. If I can, I'll just cut it off. Okay, I think I'm going to get to the end of it right here. Pulling it up, just to get to the very end. And we have that much left over. Just turn it over. Here it is. Get a little bit more of your floral wire or whatever you want to use. If you want to use a Chanel stick, you can. Just cut off some wire and take this little tail that you have left right here, okay? Just kind of twist it around and tie it to this bar right here. This is the bar that you can see that's left out where you can see it. Pull your burlap around and twist it to tie it off. Get it as tight as you can. Twist it. Twist it up. Cut it off. And I always, when I cut it off, instead of that sharp edge, I always try to get that edge, you know, twisted under. And you have a little bit left over, just cut it off. Okay. And then that little wire, I don't know what happened to it, the little wire that I started with, it's not there. Okay, so we're going to turn it over and we're going to look at it. So just look at it, fluff it out. Right here you see it kind of got a little bit more on one side. Just pull it in and fluff it out. Okay, now remember what I said about the point. We're going to have to make the point. So just pull it down, make the point. Same thing up here, right here where it goes in. Fluff it out, but make your heart go in just by pulling it down, and then fluff out the rest. Just fluffing it out. You don't really want to see the wire. So however you have to do it, pull it in, or whatever you have to do to keep the wire from showing. Okay, just like I said, burlap is real forgiving, so you can just make it and then work with it. Alright, here we go. This is what we have. Now at this, you know, you can do anything with it. So I was thinking about taking some rosebud and just cutting it off and maybe putting some roses around it. Or putting it down one side maybe. So I don't practice this before I start. So when I'm doing this, it's just impromptu. I'm just doing it and don't know how it's going to work. I did cut this off of the heart. I showed y'all in the very beginning. This heart came from the Dollar Tree. And what you can do is you can just pull this little wire off of it that says love. And I'm going to put it on there. So I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but like maybe right down here. I'll glue it on. And I'm thinking about making, I think I might make a bow to put right here. So I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. I'm going to get my Easy Bow Maker out, which if y'all watch me on my other videos, I use this Easy Bow Maker a lot. I'm going to set this to the side. And I'm going to use some of my ribbon that I've set out here. I never know which one I'm going to use until I get ready to do it. But I do know I'm going to use this. It came from the Dollar Tree. It has the little trucks on there, which is very popular. So I'm going to use that. If I can get it open. Okay. And since this heart is so small, I'm probably not going to have a really big tail on it. And this is another thing. Ribbon that goes one certain way. So if you don't want your truck to be upside down, you have to cut your ribbon differently. So like if I want this tail to go this way, then I'm not going to be able to do it like I normally do, like that, because my truck would be upside down. Okay, so the way I have to do this to get the tail just right is to do it this way and then come back and do it this way. I'm going to put a pipe cleaner underneath here because I'm going to need it in a minute. And so just measure it out for your tails. Okay, and that's how you do to get all your print or your pictures to be the same way. Okay, so now we're going to make a bow. Okay, do it this way. Okay, I'm going to measure this out to be about 5 inches. And then you twist it, because this is one-sided ribbon. You have to twist right here. Twist it right here. So whenever you turn it back, it'll be right side up. Okay, and I measure it. This has an inches on there. However, you can make it 5, 6, 7, 8 inches, but for such a small wreath, I'm going to use 5 inches. Okay, I'm going to do 2 bows of this, 2 loops, both of them 5 inches. Okay, okay, measure. Okay. When you do this, to get your bow just right, you want to pull one up, pull one down, pull one down. Okay. And I'm going to cut this one off right here. And then I match my ribbon. So this ribbon has red and black in it. So I'm going to use some of this black checked. And this one I can make tails with because it doesn't have a pattern on there. So I'm going to make the tail with this. And this is both on the same side, so I don't have to worry about which side it's printed on. Okay. So I made the other ones, the loops, 5 inches on the other one. So on this one, I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller, like about 4.5 inches. Okay. Just measure it with your inch markers. This Easy Bow Maker is about $15, so it's a real good investment if you're making a lot of bows. Okay, get that about the same size. This wants to twirl up. Okay, so I made the other 2 loops. I'm going to make this one 3 loops. All about 4.5 inches. This just wants to curl up on me tonight. That's okay. Okay, 4.5 inches, make it the same. Alright, that's 3 on this side. There's 3 on this side. I'm going to cut the tail. You can always cut the tails off later. Alright. So now I've got red and black, and I've got black and white. And I think I'm going to use this red and white check next. You can put as many layers as you want on here. I've got other ribbon, but I think this is going to be my last layer. Okay. Make your tail. Keep this pushed down. I only made that one 4.5 inches, so I'm going to make this one about 4 inches. Okay. I'm just going to do one of that. And what I like to do is put a middle in here of something. So I have this little ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put it as my middle loop. And I'll show you here in a minute what I mean by middle loop. Just to make a little tiny loop in the middle. No tails, just a little tiny smidgen of a bow right there. Alright, now I'm through, so I'm going to raise this up. You put your 2 fingers underneath there and your thumb right here on the top, right where you want it. The pipe cleaner's under there, but it came out, so I'm just going to put it between my 2 fingers, okay? Whoops. Okay. Between my 2 fingers, right there. Pull it around to the back. Making a mess tonight. Alright. So you got it back here. Got your 2 fingers there. Alright, here we go. And you wrap that as tight as you can, twisting the bow. Twist the bow, not the pipe cleaner. Okay. And here we go. Alright, I'm going to move some of this so you can see better. Okay. So now when you have your bow out, you'll want to fluff it. So get all your tails, if you want them all coming down, just pull them all down. This one was first. The black was next. Pull it down. Pull it where you can see it. Okay. This was an extra tail I didn't cut off. Black. Now your red. You've got them pulled down. Now you can fluff your bow. Okay. So these were first. Just pull it out. And what I do is I fluff my bow at least twice. Sometimes more. Okay. So this had 3. So you're going to pull 1 down, 1 up, 1 in the middle. Okay. This one had 3. We're going to pull 1 down. Open it up. It's not open all the way. Okay, pull 1 down, 1 up, 1 in the middle. This black and white check has given me problems all night. Alright. Red. We just did 1 of each of those. And there's that little bitty center bow that I made 1 loop out of. You see it? We're going to cut all the tails off of it because we don't want them on there. Okay. Now, if you like me, I like to dovetail mine. I got to get my Pioneer Woman scissors because they are the sharpest. Just reach up. When you do that, you got to do it down. Well, I do it this way. I got it backwards. Okay. This is the tail that you want the shortest. Okay. So you're going to cut the most off of that. So just try to get it even. Okay. And then the black one, this is the second one. You want to get it a little longer. And then this one is the longest. kind of stair steps at. This one was extra. I'm going to cut it off because it's the third wheel. It don't need to be on there. Okay. Let's give it a little snip. This one a little shorter. Alright, now you get it like you want it. Okay. So now I've fluffed it out once. So now I'm going to take my heart wreath. I'm going to decide where I want it. Up here, down here. You see how the tails are coming down over my love sign? That just tells me I'm going to have to cut it. The tail's a little shorter. So I think I'm going to offset this to the side. Take your pipe cleaner and just run it through those little bars. Pull it. Twist it like you want it. Twist it. Okay. Now, here's where you fluff your ribbon one more time. Okay. Fluff your bow one more time. Here's the tail. You don't want those extras. You want to get them as short as you can. Okay. That one in the middle, just open that one in the middle up to make it that little middle loop there. Alright, so since this is going down over my love sign, obviously I want to cut my ribbon shorter than that. So we're going to have to cut these pretty short. I probably shouldn't have done tails tonight, but I hate to do a bow without tails. So we'll just cut it shorter. Okay. The same way, just shorter. Okay, that way the love sign will show. Got it. Okay. You always are working with your ribbon. Sometimes you never get done working with that ribbon. Even when you put it on your door, you still are messing with it. Alright. So now we have this. If I wanted to go back with those roses, you know, like I could put one right here, put one over here. I tell you what, another thing you could do is instead of cutting them so short, we could put some stems out like this right here. Just hot glue it in. Keeping the stem on there. And just working it in like that. Maybe one on each side. Like that. Maybe let's take this one right here and let's cut that off as short as you can get it, and just hot glue it. I'm going to put it right in the middle, right underneath the little loop. Okay, what do you think? Does it look okay? Just like I said, you just keep working your bows until you get it like you want it. That didn't take very long. And we're all done. And a lot of this came from the Dollar Tree. The love sign did. The wire wreath form came from the Dollar Tree. This ribbon came from the Dollar Tree. The roses and the roses came from the Dollar Tree. So it didn't take much to make. I would say let's count it up. This was $6, and I didn't use it all. We still had some left. 6, 7 for the form, 8, 9, probably $10. We probably made this, I would say for $10 we made this. Isn't it pretty? Thank you guys for watching. We've got some more Dollar Tree projects coming up. So stay tuned and be sure and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel is Snap Expressions, and I'm going to be posting this on the YouTube channel. And be sure and sprinkle this video, which means to S-H-A-R-E, which I can't say that word because Facebook frowns upon that word, so we say sprinkle. And so other people can see the video and maybe join my group and join my page, my business page, which I've just started a business page. So if I invite you all, you'll know what it is. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.